This episode is brought to you by Insidious Out of the Further. Sony Pictures and Blumhouse invite you to the most chilling and unsettling horror event of the season. Think you don't scare easy? The new movie Insidious Out of the Further might change your mind. Evil has found a way out and escaped the Further. And now, the demons are in our world. Grab your friends, because you do not want to sit alone for this one. Insidious Out of the Further hits theaters Friday.
I hate to say it, but his parents have been feeling unwell as of late, and I'm staying with them to help take care of Alex.
Oh, so it's serious.
Oh, no, it's not serious. Nothing terminal. It's just a touch of consumption.
All right, welcome to a special edition of Horror Queers. Trace, we are celebrating our 400th episode. It's wild. That was the fakest, but lovely.
We've been building up to this. We've been planning for this for months, though. So excuse my faux surprise.
Yes, it's been on the docket for quite some time. But we thought because we were celebrating and in the mood, we would read a few listener emails to celebrate the occasion.
Yes, absolutely. So I'll kick us off, Joe. This is from Jorge in California, and he says, I've been listening to you guys since 2023. After Googling gay horror podcast, you were the first result that popped up. Hello, yay.
Hey.
And I didn't need to look any further. You guys deliver everything I was looking for. Joe is the erudite, nice but serious guy who was a bit harsher with his reviews. Although he has a parenthetical. I'm not sure if harsher is the right word. It's
probably
that's
fair.
Appropriate. I loved that he wasn't easily impressed back then. It was iconic. It's also been really cool to see his taste evolve and watch him become more open to fun, dumb movies. I will take credit for that. Trace is the funny, crude, and charming guy who's also super smart. Oh, thank you. I love that the podcast can get serious, but it's also incredibly fun. You guys make me fall in love with horror even more, educated me on the genre, and inspired me to go back to school and try to become like you. I love you guys. Here's to 400 more episodes. And thank you, Jorge. That is honest. I'm touched. Like that's really nice.
Yeah, it's aspirational. I mean, whenever people wrote to tell us, because of you, we started a podcast, or I thought to think more critically, or, I'm a straight listener and I never really thought of the queer messaging behind different movies. Like, yeah, it makes me think, okay, we've kind of done the thing we wanted to do. That's what we set out to accomplish.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I mean, it's all fun and games sometimes with the things that we talk about. But yeah, I don't know. It's I've never felt like an inspiring person in my life before. So that's really nice to hear.
There we go. Okay, well, let's keep the inspiration train running. So this next email is from Ava, and they say, I cannot remember how I found out about the podcast, just maybe a random suggestion on Spotify. Well, I've always loved horror movies. I'd often felt excluded from the fandom because I was a queer lefty woman. Also because I empathized more with the victims and final girls than the killers. I found Faculty of Horror much earlier, so I knew there were other views on horror, but I think Horror Queers was one of the first queer-focused horror podcasts I found, probably in 2024 or so. As a huge fan of Scream, it being your first episode really hooked me. While I have also listened to other queer horror podcasts, many from guests on the podcast, Horror Queers is the one that has stuck the most.
Be still my heart.
Yeah, that's lovely. So Ava continues, I love the format of the show with the background on the movie and its production, followed by the film summary and all of the interjections. I appreciate that you pull in other texts. Honestly, I've also loved watching and hearing you grow. I'm working my way through the Patreon back catalog, and the differences between the early episodes and now are definitely there.
Yeah, I will say I'm not a fan of going back to listening to some of those early episodes.
Absolutely not. No.
I had someone tell me that they could tell that we had matured on air over the course of the past 7 years. So I was like,
okay.
that's a compliment, but also makes me really scared to listen to those early episodes.
Yeah, folks, go back and listen to those episodes where Trace drank during a recording several times.
I learned my lesson by the second year, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Ava wraps this up by saying, you are always growing and changing as people and as film critics and podcasters. And here's an interesting piece, Trace. So we had a couple of people recognize that it's not just the podcast, but also the community that has grown up around it that they appreciate. So things like, I found a home with your fans. I joined the Facebook group and then the book club, moved over to the Discord. Hearing you guys in my earbuds helps me on hard days and makes me feel less alone. The Discord group helps me to know that it isn't just me, but a whole group of other queers and allies who feel this way. Thank you so much for the community you built over the years.
That makes me feel good too, because the Discord is relatively new, like as of this year for us, and it's still growing. But yeah, I really like the community we built on there again, to hear people just shoot the shit about horror films, right?
Yeah, I kind of love that they do a bunch of things that have nothing to do with us and often nothing to do with the podcast. It's just a place where they can go and talk with one another. And it's like, oh, we just provided that space, and then they took it and ran with it.
Well, that's a great segue then into Evan's message to us, who says, congratulations on 400 episodes. What a feat! Thanks for all the laughs and insights into queerness throughout horror and related genres so far. Even for all the ground you've covered already, there's still so much more to be done. And yes, I agree with that, Evan.
Gosh.
But he continues, I want to extend an extra special thanks for the community you've built around horror queers, and especially for assembling the Horror Queers book club, which has proven to be a constant source of comfort, discovery, and personal growth for me since lockdown. And Joe, I think really you should take the credit for that one, because you started and pioneered that book club. I mean, from the very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had listeners who requested it, and it was something that I was happy to take on, at least with the coordination. And now that thing is a well-oiled machine. I don't even check in on it half the time because I don't have the bandwidth, and they are just chugging along. They've read something like 80 books over the last 4 or 5 years. So
yeah, so everyone, if you want to again read some books and communicate with other like-minded listeners, well, maybe not like-minded, there are some arguments in that book club, please join the book club.
It's a good time. It's a very good time. Okay, so we also heard from Sam. Sam says, Horror Queers has been an integral part of my life pretty much from the moment I Googled gay horror podcast. I don't know if I was there from the start, but I don't think there were too many episodes for me to catch up on. When I started listening, I was hooked instantly. If you can call a podcast a safe space, then Horror Queers has definitely been that for me for years. The podcast and the book club helped me go through the pandemic, my separation, and now me going through my transition. You've been a constant in very turbulent times in my life. I have listened to every episode you posted, and I will listen to them in the future for as long as you make them.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. And then we're going to wrap this up with a message from Owen, who says, hello, Joe and Trace. I want to thank you so much for all the wonderful content the both of you provide. I discovered your podcast a couple of years ago, and it was instantly one of my favorites. I had just finished watching Perfect Blue, one of Joe's favorite films, and the film had such an impact on me. I had to immediately go in more depth on the film. In my search, I discovered you guys. I have been hooked ever since. I love all the episodes, even the ones on films I don't watch, and listening to the both of you while I'm at work or doing whatever is truly a gift I am grateful to have. Keep up all the great work.
Amazing.
Yeah. Again, y'all, thank y'all. I'm not good at receiving compliments like that, so I'm just kind of like, yay, go back.
Yay. This is why we love doing things on video too, because then we have to react to them and be like, oh God, we can't just cower and hide behind the mic.
Well, podcasts are moving to video, so we've got to start getting our reactions faces down. Really,
this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate it. Anyway, it's fine. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for writing in. Have no fear. No plans to stop the podcast anytime soon. We've got already almost all of next year planned. So
yeah, because people that think, oh, can you do this next month? I'm like, oh, it's gonna have to be next year.
Yeah. So yes, onwards and upwards to, I guess, 500, Trace. Let's make that the next big milestone.
That's a pretty big milestone. So yeah, here's to 400 and here's to 100 and many more.
There we go.